on the Hot Boys reunion, I do got to talk about Gangsta Gibbs. I got to talk about Freddie because I love Freddie Gibbs. Freddie Gibbs is that authentic, hip hop, that boom bap with a little bit of sauce, with a little bit of flair, a lot more flavor. And he can get into his drug dealing talk. He can get into his street talk. He can get in his gangster talk. But what stood out to most to me on this album, a theme, like I don't know if y'all know about what's happened with him and his baby mama and how his baby mama sided with Benny the Butcher, how she's been seeing pictures, how Benny the Butcher gave her a chain and all that, and we know the beef and all that happened with Freddie Gibbs and Benny the Butcher. You could tell that he was kind of speaking to her on this album. He was giving you a little bit more vulnerability. He was getting a little bit more personal. He wasn't just talking surface level, but the way that he was talking was he wasn't directly talking to her. Anybody could receive it as he was talking to them. Anybody could receive it as he was talking to the women all over. But it stood out to me that he was talking about them when he was talking about stupid women. Like you say something, then you break the code. I know you can't keep a secret. I know you can't trust you. I know I can't trust you. So, man, Ruthless, it's your anniversary. Yeah, yeah. Cosmo Freestyle, Statues, Wolverine, Brick Feet, like where he switched the flows up and went insane. Steel Doors. Yeah, yeah, Steel Doors. You got Ruthless. You got Origami, like on set, walk it off. You like it was short. It was like 14 tracks, 30 some minutes. It was short, sweet, and right to the point. And the production was just chilling. The production was just eerie. The production was just soulful, full of samples, full of old nostalgic sounds that we're used to hearing from the old greats in hip hop. Like Freddie gave us that. He really delivered that. Like, so if you really wanted a hip hop album, if you really wanted something pure and right to the point and something that, also kind of gave you that story, because I don't know if y'all saw the cartoon Black Jesus on Adult Swim, but Slim Johnson, he was narrating his part as the devil, and it was comedic, but at the same time, it was kind of dark comedy. They only die once. Freddie Gibbs, like, he was making it known that he was dealing with a lot of demons. He was dealing with a lot of things calling on him, right? Making him want to do these things, making him want to do bad, and he was trying to resist. This was a story, right? This was the theme of the album. They only die once. So it was very cohesive. It was very well put together. And like I said, it was very organized, and it was complimentary. The storyline was complimentary of the tracks, and it gave us a little bit of comedy, just like he did in Soul Separately with Joe Rogan, all those other guys. So I like where Freddie's going. I feel like this is another one that he could chunk up from Bandana to Alfredo, Soul Separately. They Only Die Once is a collection of that 4-track, run, that 4-album run, and he could put it up against a lot of people in the same lane that he's with, right? And he could put those albums next to them, and we could say, yeah, Freddie's that guy in that lane. So shout out Gangsta Gibbs. Shout out Freddie Gibbs. I can't stop playing this album. I'm in the gym. I'm listening to this album. Like, this album really, like, attracted me. This album really got me related into it. This album really just spoke to me. Like, it just did. And just the hip hop, the feel, the vibe, the griminess, but the softness, the darkness, but the light, it's shining, but at the same time, it's flickering. So shout out Gangsta Gibbs. Freddie Gibbs,